Hey babes, it's Siren, and today I'm back with a brand new video all about the basics of meditation. So the other day I was talking to one of my friends, and he was just really curious about meditation and how to start, and he was asking if I would teach him. And so of course, I'm telling him about meditation, then I'm like, why have I never made a video on this? Like, this is something that I talk about all the time. So here I am. I wrote a bunch of notes and downloads, and we are going to talk about the basics of meditation. We're going to talk about the benefits, why you want to start meditating. We're going to talk about how to start meditating and just kind of touch the surface on it. Maybe I will make other videos that go more in depth, but this is just for someone, like, if you have been feeling called to start meditating, if you've been getting downloads from your guides to start meditating, this is your sign to start meditating, okay? So let's get into it. As we all know, life is like really crazy, right? Like, I feel like, the world as we know it is kind of crumbling around us, okay? So that's one reason why I thought that this video was really needed. Obviously, there's a million videos about meditation, but this is from my own perspective, and I just felt like I needed to do a personal video on meditation because meditation has truly changed my life. And yeah. So like I said, our world is kind of crazy. Our world is really loud right now. There's a lot of, depression going on. There's a lot of anxiety within people and just a lot of worry, okay? So I think that there is no better time than right now than for people to learn how to kind of shut the outside world off and learn how to go within and check in with your own energies and your own spirit. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. And that's my number one reason I think right now people, obviously there's so many reasons why people should meditate, but I think that right now, as stressed out as we all are, that this is such a beautiful time to learn to meditate and to really take that up as a practice. Whether you're spiritual, whether you're, religious, whatever it is, I just think it's a good time to really kind of shut off the noise of the world and tune into your own soul and your own energy. So now I want to get into more of the benefits and why you would want to start meditating, or why you feel like you are being called to meditate, to go within, to silence, to start meditating. So my first benefit, and I'm gonna share a few. Obviously there's so many more benefits that you can research on your own, and but for time purposes I'm not gonna be able to get into all of them, so I'm gonna share some of my favorites with you guys, okay? So my first benefit for you and why you should start meditating is mental clarity, okay? So when we are constantly being bombarded with information, whether it's from social media, on our phones, the news, TV, we're constantly taking in all of this energy, with this information, which is energy. And, the majority of people, they just take in all day, every day. They never go within and see what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what their, opinions are on things. So when you take, even if you start out, and you're just doing it for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, when you take those few minutes solely to check in with your own thoughts, your own energy, your own, spirit, you're going to be able to have such a clear thought process and mental clarity, okay? You're going to be able to, like, if you're an indecisive person and you feel like, you always have a hard time choosing between things, this is going to help you. It's going to give you that mental clarity to be able to, figure out what it is that you do want, what you don't want, and what you are being bombarded with every day that maybe you don't necessarily agree with. Next benefit for meditation that I want to share with you guys is it reduces anxiety and depression. Okay, so this is the life changer for me. This has been the life changer for me. I'm someone who suffers from extreme anxiety. I know last year, like when the pandemic first kicked off and quarantine hit, I had some of the worst anxiety I've ever had in my life. Okay, so I mean, if you know me, you know I used every herb that I possibly could and anything holistically that I could to help my anxiety. And you know, those things work, but at the end of the day, meditation was just so amazing for me and my anxiety, and it really just helped to soothe and to just comfort myself and just to take that time to, you know, shut off the world and everything that I was hearing on the news and all the scary shit that they promote. And you know, it really helped me to check in with myself. Okay, so I know that, you know, when I fall off meditation, you know, whether it's 1 day or 2 days, or, you know, I always notice. Okay, like I always can look around and my life is just a little bit off because I didn't take that time to check in with myself and my spirit, and, you know, to connect with my guides during meditation. So yeah, it has helped me tremendously with my anxiety. So if you are someone who suffers from anxiety or depression, it really cannot hurt to start a meditation practice. You know, start small each day, and I will get more into that in a little bit. Okay, so the next one I really like too, and which helped me so much, is meditation helps to increase your self-awareness. And it also helps to increase your creativity. So if you're someone who feels like, you know, you're just kind of, you know, you haven't been very self-aware or you haven't been very creative, if you're someone who is like in a creative business and maybe you have writer's block, or, you know, you just haven't been able to pick up the paintbrush, try meditating. Try, you know, meditating on, you know, a certain aspect of your life, or, you know, a certain type of art that you love, or, you know, things like that. Try meditating and just calming your mind, easing your soul, and letting, you know, the thoughts flow. And I promise you, this is something, you know, I think that we all go through this. Like sometimes we just have blocks. Okay, and like it's, you know, it could just be, you know, hard times that we're going through, or if we're having like a depressive episode or something like that. But meditation was something that really helped me within my business and just really helped me to develop a great sense of creativity. Okay, so the next benefit is meditation helps you to connect and tap into your intuition. Okay, so when you are like listening to your own thoughts and you're not listening to what everyone else is telling you should feel and what your thoughts should be, there's magic in that. Okay, there's such magic in tuning into your own vibration and your own thoughts and listening to your intuition. Okay, and this is going to strengthen your intuition, and it's also going to strengthen your bonds between you and your guides, and you and your angels. Okay, because you're going to be able, during meditation, you're going to be able to receive downloads from your guides and your angels. Okay, so if you are looking to work on your intuition, tap into your intuition, strengthen that bond with your guides and, you know, your angels, meditation is something that you definitely need to try out. Okay, so next I want to get into how to start meditating. Okay, so I wrote down a list of things, but there's a couple things that I forgot, so I want to get into those first. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say is for beginners, and I'm not even a beginner anymore, but I still do this. For beginners, if you have never meditated before, if you've done it a couple times or whatever it is, start with guided meditations. Okay, So these are meditations that you can find online that has, soothing music, and someone who made the meditation speaking during the meditation and telling you how to breathe and what to visualize. Okay, so I still love these because it helps me stay focused during a meditation. I mean, I don't always do guided meditations, but I really, really enjoy guided meditations. Okay, so you can find a lot on YouTube for free. I know that there's certain meditation apps that have guided meditations, but when I was first starting out, a friend of mine told me that definitely start with guided meditations, and I swear that was some of the best advice. So start with guided meditations. And I also wanted to bring up that meditation is not always like sitting with, your legs crossed and sitting up, and there's so many different ways you can meditate. Okay, so my favorite way to meditate is literally to lay down. Okay, like I like to put my AirPods in, and I just like to go. I like to lay down. I have a hammock that I love to just lay out in nature, in the sun. And sometimes, I'll just lay there and listen to, the birds chirp, or I will put in my AirPods and listen to a guided meditation. There's such thing as walking meditations, okay? Like just walking and meditating. I've never really gotten too much into that, so maybe like YouTube it or research it. But, meditation doesn't always look one way, okay? You can lay down, you can sit up, you can, it's about you being comfortable, okay? That, especially when you're starting out, it's so much about being comfortable and, being in a space that you're comfortable, okay? So another place that I love to meditate is in my bathtub, okay? So obviously make sure you do not fall asleep in your bathtub, because, that's not good. But I love to, bring my speaker in there and listen to a guided meditation. And I always feel like when I meditate in my bathtub that I reach spirit so fast. Like I get such heavy downloads when I meditate in the bathtub. I feel like it's because I'm surrounded by the element of water, and water is, considered to be also a portal. But I always have the best meditations and the best downloads and the best connection to my guides in the bathtub. Okay, so I wanted to share those things. Meditation doesn't always look one way. Make sure you're comfortable. If you want to lay down, lay down. If you want to sit up, sit up. Okay, another thing I was told when I first started is, people worry about if they are going to fall asleep or not, if that's okay. If you are doing a meditation and you're laying down, I think it's okay that you fall asleep. I do this so much. And what happens is, sure, like, most people will be like, well, you need to stay awake. But honestly, your subconscious is picking up everything that is going on in this guided meditation. Okay, so your subconscious is hearing what is going on, and you're going to take that in, and you're still going to be able to, have the benefits of that meditation. Okay, so honestly, like, there's always so many rules about everything, and I've always just kind of been a rebel, and I don't know, I think if you're comfortable and if you feel good and you're enjoying yourself, that's what matters. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when you are ready to meditate is, obviously, if you're doing a guided meditation, you're going to find the right guided meditation that you want to do, whether that's on an app or on YouTube, and there's guided meditations for literally everything. So if there's a certain thing, aspect of your life that you are looking to work on, search it. And search, the meditation of it, because you're going to be able to find it. And so I guess the first thing you would want to do is find the right guided meditation for you. If you don't want to do a guided meditation, you're just the next thing would be to find a quiet and comfortable place. Okay, so I kind of talked about this earlier. Like you can lay on your couch. You could do a bath, you can lay in your bed, you can lay, in the grass. That would be a really great grounding meditation. Just, wherever's comfortable for you, where you're not going to be interrupted. a good, comfortable place that you want to meditate in, okay? So next is going to be, you're going to focus on your breath work, okay? So if you do guided meditations, they're going to walk you through that during the guided meditation. If you are not doing that, you can look up on YouTube different types of breath work. But what it is you're going to breathe in deep through your nose, and you're going to feel it go all the way down, and it's going to fill up your belly really big, okay? You want that breath to go deep down in your belly and fill it up, okay? And then you're going to release it out of your mouth. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, really, really deep, fill up your belly, and then you're going to release it through your mouth, okay? So they normally do this 2 to 3 times, and this is really going to just relax your body and get you centered and get you ready to start meditating, okay? This is just a quick talk about that, but if you want to research breath work, there's so many different types of breath work that you can do. If you're interested in that, definitely YouTube it, Google it, research it. The next thing I want to mention is, a lot of times when people go into meditation, I don't really know where this even comes from. Like, I think I kind of remember hearing this like 15 years ago, but like that meditation means that you have no thoughts going on in your head, or you're not allowed to think, or you're not allowed to have thoughts while you meditate. Like, first of all, that's literally impossible. Like, that's what our mind does. And the more you try to fight having thoughts, the more thoughts you're going to have, okay? So thoughts are okay. I want you to know that. People stress out about this so much. Like, how do I not have thoughts? How do I, How do I be thoughtless? You can't. You literally cannot not have a thought, okay? So I want you to know that thoughts are okay, okay? And it's actually good because you're checking in with your own thoughts, okay? But what you do when you have a thought is you have the thought, you look at it, you have that thought, you feel it, okay? You think about it, and then you let that thought go, okay? You don't stay stuck on the thoughts, and it's processing your thoughts. You're thinking about them, you're allowing them, and then you're allowing them to go, and you are releasing those thoughts, okay? I wrote down, don't fight your thoughts, observe them, okay? So this is what I think the process is really about, is checking in with yourself. You observe your thoughts, and then you just let them go. Okay, and as you let these thoughts go, and you observe them, and you let them go, you're still going to stay focused on your breath, okay? But during a guided meditation, they're going to, tell you what to visualize, whether it's a white light, or if you're visualizing your higher self or your guides. That's why I said the guided meditations for beginners are really the best, because it's going to kind of teach you, what to look for and what to do during meditation, okay? So during a guided meditation, they're going to tell you, what colors to visualize. And, all of this visualization and, all of these things are strengthening your third eye, okay? So as you do this more, as you meditate more, as you do guided meditations more, it's going to become so much easier to meditate, for one, and for two, to tap into your intuition and even your psychic abilities. Okay, so next I want to say that you do not have to start out meditating for like 30-40 minutes a day, okay? So I recommend beginners to meditate for 5 minutes your first week or 2 weeks, okay? And move up to 10 minutes, and then, move up to 15 minutes. I normally meditate for around like 20 to 30 minutes at a time. I'm not someone that can, right now in my life, meditate for hours a day. Sometimes I'll do like a 30-minute meditation in the morning, and then do like a 10-15 one at night before I go to bed. And even short amount of times, you are going to feel just so much clearer and so much more connected. Okay, so start out small. Don't overdo it. Every day take 5 minutes out of your morning and just sit or lay and just connect with yourself and your spirit. Look up a guided meditation, or even if you don't want to do a guided meditation, like look up just meditation music, like background music. I'm someone who loves music, and I always have, music for something. But yeah, so start out small. And also the next thing that I wanted to say on my list, and it's actually my last thing, is to practice this every day. Okay, so I think that when you hear that, you're like, God, every day? But really, like, that's when you are going to start seeing benefits in your life. Like I said, start small. Do 5-minute morning meditations, okay? There's apps where you can have like a alarm or like a reminder that reminds you every day, it's time to meditate. And, just little things like that are going to help you to stay on track. Okay, so when you do this every day, that is when you're going to start seeing like real results with, your anxiety, and you're going to start really being able to tap into your intuition, and you're really going to be able to see those results of, tapping in and connecting with your guides. Okay, so I'm going to go over those really quick. First is obviously if you're doing guided meditations, to find your guided meditation. Second is going to be to find that comfy, quiet place that makes you relaxed and is good for meditation. Okay. Number 3 is thoughts are okay. Okay. Have your thoughts, observe your thoughts, and then just let your thoughts go. Okay. Focus on your breath. Obviously, you're going to focus on breathing in deep, swelling up your belly really big, and then releasing and letting go out of your mouth. Okay. And start small, 5 to 10 minutes a day. And the next is practice every day. Set up a routine. Adding like a meditation to your morning routine would be like a really, really, really beneficial. I'm actually someone that I do not have a morning routine and I know I need one, but maybe that's something I'll implement into my life this year. But I don't have one, and I literally look up to the people that literally like wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and do this elaborate routine, and then their day is just starting out so perfect. But if you are someone who has a morning routine, and you don't meditate, add meditation and journaling. Oh, speaking of that, okay. Earlier when I was talking about different ways to meditate, journaling is an awesome way to meditate, okay? Like, just sitting there and writing how you feel, and you could just get lost in the moment, and so many downloads can come through, and then you're writing them down. Journaling is such a beautiful way to meditate, and so is coloring. I can't believe I forgot these things. But coloring, like the adult coloring books, I love those. I don't do it as often as I should, but just sitting there in peace and quiet and coloring and just getting lost in the moment and just thinking and observing your thoughts and, just thinking your own thoughts and checking in with your own spirit and your own energy. It's meditation, right? Okay, so I think that I am done with everything. This was meditation basics. And if you would like me to go deeper into meditation, let me know in the comments below. Or if there is a video about magic, manifestation, or any spiritual insight that you would like me to make a video on, please let me know below in the comments, okay? So I miss you guys so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye.